Hey, this is Adam Huxama from ProjectionHub, and in this video, I'm going to show you what the startup costs are to open a new vet clinic. We've done a bit of research, and I'm going to break down what the total startup costs we think would be required to open a vet clinic, and then also show you how to enter those startup costs into our veterinarian financial projection template here. And I'll link to this template in the video description below. But we're going to jump into the different key startup costs. So what we found is that total required startup costs to open a vet clinic range from $541,000 up to $901,000 based on our research. And that really broke down into three different categories of startup costs. So you'd have your equipment and furniture, your working capital reserve, so like a 6-month reserve when you start of operating costs that you'd want to have on hand and kind of consider that as part of your startup cost. And then the biggest thing here is the vet clinic facility itself. And this can really range dramatically depending on whether you buy a building, lease a building and improve it, whether maybe the space that you're leasing is already set up for a vet clinic, in which case you could really save a lot of money. But if you're constructing new, then your cost could really go up. So what we found based on our research was that a clinic with one veterinarian should probably have 2 exam rooms at around 1,000 square feet each. And then we're kind of assuming 1,000 square feet of waiting area and office space for a total vet clinic size of 3,000 square feet. And we're expecting, kind of estimating new construction costs of $250 per square foot. And obviously, this can range dramatically or change dramatically depending on where you're located around the country. So we're just picking a kind of an estimate number here. But to build new, based on those assumptions, we'd be looking at a $750,000 construction cost. And then the cost to renovate, our estimate per square foot was $130 per square foot. And that would give you a total renovation cost of $390,000. So you can see in the template here, we have assumed the $390,000 kind of renovation cost for your clinic, as well as your equipment and furniture startup cost. So that all added together will give you that $540,000 to $900,000 startup cost for your vet clinic. And just in this template, you'll see here that you can add sources of funds. So we're looking at maybe getting an SBA loan here, and then assuming you might also have to put in some of your own investment into the project as well. And so that's it for the startup costs. If you have any questions about your specific startup costs for your vet clinic, feel free to leave a comment in the video below or reach out to us, and we'd be happy to try to help. Thanks.